Pisces, happy water sign Wednesday, friends. Finally, I am here with your 2025 forecast. I can't tell you to take it as it resonates because it is a forecast, right? These are my predictions for things, areas of focus, and maybe even some unexpected things that you will experience throughout the year. 2025 forecasts are still available to book on the website until Friday, at which time I'll be taking them down because y'all have worn me out. But let's get into it, Pisces. Okay, so Pisces, this year with the stranger card being present, and I just got chills, some of you are getting to know yourselves on a level at which you presently have not. You're going to learn new things about yourself, find that you're interested in a lot of things, and kind of to experience different types of conversations, different people, different situations, different circumstance, different options are going to be available to you than ever before. But the purpose is to get you to think about how you're growing moving forward and kind of get you to protect your energy. I'm a Pisces moon and very well versed in astrology. So do know when I say this, I say it not from a place of like personal opinion, but factualness. The thing about being a Pisces, and especially for those of you where you are a Pisces sun, Pisces moon, Pisces rising, or wherever you may have Pisces in your chart, is that we have to work a lot harder to make sure that we are not allowing our experience to escape reality. You know what I'm saying? And so typically as Pisces, we find lots of space to focus on the things that we wish for, or we focus on the emotions that we're feeling. And for those of you where your environment reflects back to you that you're stuck, you're limited, this is not what you're supposed to be doing for yourself, that's the type of energy you can expect to show up that encourages you to take the leap to grow. I realize that I need to start explaining things a little differently to you all on this channel. It's different in like a 5-minute video or a 10-minute video versus an hour-long reading or a month of life coaching or what have you, because I only got so many minutes to capture your attention and give you what you need, right? Growth does not happen when you're stuck in a place of stagnancy or you've been doing the same thing for so long that it starts to feel like routine, and especially when you're not feeling interested. So like I said, I feel that in the years prior, for some of you, this may feel like a 12-year cycle or something that you've experienced for the last 3 or 4 years, but in different stages throughout the year. You know what I'm saying? It's time for change. You need to be focused on who you're becoming and what you're hoping to grow into. Your guidance is divinely guided. So this, and then yes, just say yes. This year, the pressure is going to be on you a little more to make sure that you're giving yourself permission to grow. You're giving yourself to trust your intuition in 2025. You're giving yourself permission to dive into that new hobby or learn more about that new spiritual practice or read that book or finally take the vacation, or you love Mediterranean cuisine so much that it's time for you to take a trip to Turkey or wherever you decide to go, to learn more about the culture and see how that will change you at your core as an individual. Pay attention to that intuition. The superpower that you all have, again, as Pisces suns, moons, risings, or wherever you may have this in your chart, is that you're someone that's very capable of dreaming up big things. You probably have lots of big ideas, lots of big goals, lots of big hopes and dreams, but 2025 is going to be the year where life challenges you to see them through. And for those of you where you don't rise up to accept that challenge, you don't rise up to decide to do bigger and better things with your life. And this is not big and better based on what society thinks, what I think, what your mama tells you what you should do, or your cousins, or your man, or your woman, or whomever. These are big things that feel bigger to you based on where you're currently growing. Make sure you keep your eyes on your own journey here this year, Pisces, because it is individually your own, and you have to figure out how things fit into your life based on your own situation. Emphasis should be on family, on creating, and not just like your great grandma, your third cousins, your uncle, your dad you only talk to a couple times a year. No shade. I only talk to my daddy a couple times a year, so I'm just saying it's a normal thing, unfortunately. But more of a focus on the people that presently reside in your household And if that is just you, well, baby, surprise, you get to have the whole year to yourself. You need to focus on your own happiness, your own growth, your own evolution. But for those of you where you have a partner, someone that you will be starting a family with here this year, or you have kids, there needs to be a significant emphasis on bridging the gap and learning more about yourself and the people who reside in your household and how to please them and make them happy. Now listen, to those of you in toxic relationships where your man or your woman doesn't deserve your understanding and they're ungrateful and they don't respond to anything else, those should not be your benchmarks for who you're making happy. You got to think first about yourself, okay? Be selfish with your energy here this year, Pisces. Not to be a bitch, but to be reserving of it and to understand that you only have so much to give. Focus on growing your career. Focus on growing your happiness in 2025. Focus on buying that house. Focus on doing the traveling. Focus on finishing up school. Focus on doing whatever you need to do to feel very accomplished by the end of the year. And again, remember the big gag about goals and accomplishment and success. And if you were coming to me, say, as a life coaching client or someone looking to build on your own life or even in a personal reading, I would remind you that success is not based on what society says looks like success. It's based on what you need, what your personal goals are, and how you will show up. Make sure you're working on your communication here this year, Pisces. I feel like there's a significant need, which I'm almost surprised that I am even saying that, but based on what's coming out here, for you to make sure that you're focusing more on making strategic moves that make sense for you in those moments than you are on trying to strategize or be extremely calculated with how you do things. Like, don't trip yourself out of making a choice, taking a risk, launching something big or doing something new just because you're worried that it's not going to work. Things will absolutely work out in your favor this year. If you gonna work out in your favor too. I gotta keep telling y'all that because people be like, oh, I wish, I hope, I da-da-da-da-da. Let me tell you, if all you got to go on is hopes, wishes, and dreams, and you're not putting any action or effort toward those things that you're praying, asking, hoping, and wishing for, you're going to be in the same place you were in 2024, in 2023, and 2022, and so on and so forth until you get there. This is a year of expansion, all right? So like I said, and working on overcoming those limiting beliefs, like I said, as Pisces, we have a tendency to kind of get stuck here. That's your personal struggle that you have to overcome. It makes you very, very innovative to be able to be in your head, to be able to be in your emotions. It makes you considerate of things. It gives you that extra oomph to your intuition where you're able to pick up on things or you have these great ideas, but there's a lot of room for you to keep yourself stuck. All right. So that's what I got. Again, 2025 readings, as well as anything else that you may like to book with me. If you want to send a tip, book a life coaching service, subscribe to YouTube. If you are on TikTok, I've been gently nudging y'all on that. That's it. Watch Messy Monday if you haven't already. Did I give you guys a bonus reading this week? Nope. Well, love you, bye. I'm gonna do a bonus. I'll be back. Love you, bye.